What's up, Team LTD? What's going on? Jwill coming at you guys with a quick video. I just got off a three-way call, guys, and I wanted to come at you guys with this quick video on how to sponsor people and duplicate that so that way they continue to sponsor people, and it goes sponsorship after sponsorship after sponsorship rather than sponsoring somebody and them just dying out. Okay, I'm going to teach you guys how I'm able to get people to continue to sponsor people on my team. The secret, guys, the secret is getting somebody started right, okay? And a simpler way to understand that is you have to be the one to start the domino effect. Now, always understand that you're always starting a domino effect. You're either starting a positive one or a negative one. Okay, but you're starting a domino effect one way or another. Now, obviously, in your business, in order for it to grow and duplicate, you want to be starting a positive domino effect. Okay, and so how do you start a positive domino effect? You have to get people started right. It's so important, and you have to give people the proper expectation. What's our proper team expectation? Getting somebody started right with a 7-step training process. Okay. 7-step, and if you haven't been introduced to the 7-step, then that means the domino process before you, there's a fail. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to help you guys get a correct domino process so that way all the dominoes are falling in the direction that you want them to be following. Okay, and so the 7-step process, what is it? It's basically our sign-up process. Step number 1 is you're going to sign up the IBO. Okay, I don't recommend having IBOs sign themselves up. I always call an IBO and I sign them up myself over the phone. Okay, so I would recommend you signing up all your IBOs and teaching your team to sign them up themselves. Okay, that's kind of like saying if I want you to try a drink, me saying, mixing it up and saying, hey, here, try out my new drink, or saying, hey, the ingredients are in the or in the shelf in the kitchen. Go make it my new drink and try it out. Obviously, which works better? Okay, so taking that step for people is a big way to get people signed up, increase your sign up closing rate. Okay, so you sign them up yourselves. Okay, always go for the close. Always go for the close. What does that mean? That means when I'm talking to somebody, okay, after I get them off of a 3-way call with one of my upline or somebody like, Miss Dela Cruz or Miss Wilson or Mr. Segura or Mr. Sassoni, after I get them off a 3-way call, then I'm going to get on the phone with my prospect and say, okay, I know you were looking to make extra money, obviously on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being, you're ready to get started, 1 being this isn't for you, where are you at? And if they say anything above 6, then guys, they're just looking for more information. And so answer their questions right then and there on the phone and say, okay, are you ready to get started? And most of the time they're going to have the same objections as everybody else. Okay, it's either going to be time, money, is this a pyramid scheme? I don't know enough people. Guys, those are easy objections to overcome. Okay, very easy. I'm not going to go into them on this video, but I'll make another video on how to go overcome all the objections. Majority of the time, most of their objections should have been overcame on a 3-way call. But if they weren't, I'll give you some tips on how to overcome them. Okay, so overcome their objections and then get them signed up, whether it be as a platinum IBO is what you want to go for. Okay, tell them to borrow $10 from 10 people. I'm sure they know 10 people that'll let them borrow $10. And in the case that they don't, just let them know, hey, you know what? I rarely ever do this, but I'm willing to take a step forward for you. I'm willing to help you out and get your business started for you for free. When would you be able to pay your membership? Can you pay it in a week? In 2 weeks? Get a date, guys. Get a confirmed date. And once you get that, then say, okay, I can get you started today for free. I can put you through our training system. That way I can help you out, make some extra money so that when you're ready to pay your membership, you already have a team and you're already ready to start getting paid. Okay? I would recommend going at it like that. That's how I go at it, guys. And I've sponsored over 80 IBOs by doing it just like that. Okay? Next thing is making sure that, so that's signing them up. Second part is you want to get them a basic training. Make sure that they watch the basic training video okay, the YouTube video, make sure they watch that within 24 hours, guys. Because most people, if you don't get them plugged into something, they go from like a 10 to like a 2 within 24 hours immediately. So you want to make sure that they get on a basic training video very, very quickly, okay? The third step is in that basic training video, it's going to have them write down a list and their whys. So their third step is to make sure you get them a getting started right packet. Now that's in the Dropbox, and I always send people, whenever I send them the training, I send them a 7-step list of training. If you don't have that, message me on Facebook. I'll get you the 7-step list. Okay? I get them a getting started right packet, which is number 3, step number 3. Getting started right packet. I call them and I go through it with them. I make sure they understand the exposure system, okay? And I make sure they understand the script. Very, very important that they understand those 2 things and how to make extra money. I make sure they understand the B3, H3, G3 system. Okay, make sure your people understand what they're doing. Otherwise, they're going to be lost in the sauce. Okay, so that's step number 3, getting started right packet. Very, very key. Step number 4 is in the basic training, it has them write a list and it has them write their whys. So what you want to do is you want to call them and say, hey, send me a picture of your list, send me a picture of your whys. This is going to determine what kind of person you're dealing with. It's going to determine whether they can follow directions. It's going to determine whether they're serious. And it's going to determine whether they even started their business. Because if they haven't even made a list, guys, if you haven't made a list, you haven't even started working your business, okay? And guys, I'll never tell somebody to do something that I've never done. Okay, so clearly I have a huge list of people, okay, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that I've made a list of. So clearly, I'm going to teach people to do exactly what I'm doing to make sure that they have the same success that I have, okay? So make sure that your people send you a picture of their list and a picture of their whys. Step number 5 is schedule out a weekly amount of hours that they want to work. Say, hey, what's your goal? To make 500 bucks in a month? 500 bucks in 90 days? What's your goal? And depending on their goal, you want to structure and give them the proper expectation of how many hours that they need to put, okay? So if they say they want to make 500 bucks in like 90 days, perfect. We can help you work 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and we can help you make an extra $500 to $1,000 inside of 90 days. And now after that, you want to set them up on a daily schedule. When do you want to get started? Tomorrow? Great. What time? 8 to 10? 5 to 7, right? 3 to 5, whatever those hours are, keep them accountable. Have them call you or send you a text when they get started. Have them ask you what to do. And the first thing you want them to do is listen to Jim Rohn, okay? But before you end the training, you want to do step number 6. All right, step number 6 is role play. Make sure you role play the script with them. Make sure you role play the exposure system. Make sure they understand how to do a 3-way call. Make sure that they understand before they call somebody on a 3-way call that they got to call you first and make sure you're available, or they call me or one of the F3s and above on the team. Okay. Make sure that they understand how to send a video. Practice with them. Have them send you a video. Have them call you on a 3-way call. Make sure that they're edifying correctly and they understand how to edify, guys. Okay, and the last part of the 7-step is obviously step number 7, and that's Jim Rohn every single day. So when people ask me, Justin, what's the first thing you have somebody do when you get them started on their first day? Let's say they're working 2 hours a day. Their first 15 minutes is going to be listening to Jim Rohn. Every single day for a month, their first 15 minutes of every hour in their business needs to be doing personal development. And I always start people off with Jim Rohn, and I have them do that for a month. Somebody who makes $20,000 a month told me one time, hey, Justin, you want your business to change? Listen to Jim Rohn for a month, and your business will change. I did that. Guys, I started making some great income, okay? So I'm telling you, if you want your business to change, if you want your team's business to change, then you and them need to be listening to Jim Rohn every single day for a month minimum, guys. All right, that's the 7-step training. That's how I'm able to duplicate people that are duplicating. We want to duplicate winners. There's only 2 kinds of people, winners and losers. Okay, you're either doing it right or you're doing it wrong. And we want to make sure that the domino effect is going in the right way so that way you can make it income. Okay, remember, all right, it's not what you do, It's what duplicates, okay? And it's not, you got to make sure that you're duplicating the system, because the system works, and what works makes money. This is Jwill, Team LTD. I'm out.